He had a tough challenge. He has to guard us, and I don't know what show he went on last night. He called himself, or they called him the drip god. And if you know DeAndre, he plays with a lot of swagger, and I think that's important. And I think it's important to play with confidence, to play with swag, and to take a challenge like a guy like Russell Westbrook, and to step up to compete. And then to be able to perform on the offensive end as well. That's who Trae is, and that's what he's done. And again, I say it all the time, I'm excited and happy for him. On the offensive end, the number, we shot 63% from the field, so they were taking it out of the basket a lot. And that obviously takes away from their game to get out and run and transition, and limits his ability to get defensive rebounds because we shot so well. And that's key. Your offense is your best defense sometimes, and our offense is great tonight.
Coach, obviously the best game of the year so far, completely balanced as far as scoring the first half and the second half. You talked a little bit about Alex Layne. Talk a little bit more about him and his performance tonight with 24 points.
Yeah, I thought he was great. Again, just taking advantage. They're 5-man. We wanted to set screens all night with the 5-man. We tried to match Alex up with Adams as much as we could, and try and match Mari with the second unit. After the first and third quarters, starting those guys. But Alex with Adams out there was able to get to the rim after setting the screens. We knew Adams was going to stay high, so we just had to find ways to get him the ball once he got to the basket.
It was one of our better performances. We're better than that. I'm not trying to take away anything from Atlanta. They played a great game, but I certainly think we could have done a better job all the way through.
Billy, what was the problem with the pick and roll defense, particularly in the first and second quarter? It seemed like y'all had trouble fixing that third quarter, to where that guy was sliding over, whether it was Russell or Jeremy, getting a deflection there on the backside.
Yeah, I think that we probably, a couple of things. One is we let the ball get downhill a little bit too long, kind of held our coverage there. And then when that big was kind of caught in no man's land, we probably got hurt back over the top. I thought in that third quarter we did a good job of generating some turnovers and some steals by pulling across. I didn't think we loaded up and helped enough, inside the lane in that second quarter, in particular, where they went on that run. We needed to do a better job in some of their action, and I thought in the third we adjusted pretty well on it.
This isn't the first time we've seen that issue with the pick and roll defense. Phoenix, I think Utah, Dallas. What has been has there been an overreaching theme in what's breaking down, or is it breaking out at different spots in each game?
No, it's different. It's different. It's totally. First of all, it's totally different actions. It's not the same play, so it's totally different actions. But it's different things. Whether it's getting the ball stopped at the point of the screen, or whether it's our help pulling across and giving help where it needs to be. Whether it's the guys in the coverage with high hands. Is the floor overloaded? Is the overload behind the balls, in front of the ball? There's just a lot of variables there. And I thought, like I said, after the halftime when we adjusted, I thought we handled it better.
You typically stick with a pretty standard rotation, starting most of second unit guys in that fourth quarter. Atlanta's kind of a team that they oscillate between some of those guys that are starting for them tonight, or guys that are coming off the bench. But do you give any consideration to putting starters in that at the start of the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I thought about it to be honest.
Yeah.
I did. I thought, one is I thought Jeremy played the whole first quarter, as did Stephen and Paul. I thought that getting Russell off a little bit earlier in that third quarter could get him back a little bit earlier in the fourth. I just think it's a lot of minutes. Jeremy played 40 minutes tonight. Stephen was 38, 39. Those guys are playing a lot of minutes. I thought the group was playing well to end up the third quarter. I didn't really want to break up their total, momentum and flow that they had going. I wanted to kind of, because we're in a good groove on defense and offense. But no question, I thought, the second unit, we could have done a better job there and start that fourth quarter. But at the same point, too, when we started getting everybody back in, it was a 6-point game.
Exactly what I had to do it. Teammates always complain to me about me not showing my bounce, your bunnies, whatever you want to call it. But happy I can show you guys. I got a little bit of bunnies.
What was it like going up against Russ tonight?
It was fun, man. I love competing against the best players, the most competitive players, and I just want to try and see what I can do. And I think we got the best of them tonight. Played a good team win. It was a good team win tonight for us, and happy we came out with the win.
Coach said he doesn't know what got into his guys tonight. What did get into his guys tonight?
I think the past 10 games we've been playing like this. I mean, we always win some, we lose some, but we've been gelling recently, and it shows. A lot of us played pretty good tonight. Kevin started it off for us, JC. Trae had a good game, and we've just been playing well together recently.
It seemed like the chemistry has been great. Like you said, you've been playing well. You all had, I think it was 11 assists in the first quarter. What was going on there? Was it something?
Yeah, I mean, we were just running some of the same plays, and they were leaving some of the same plays open. And JC, Alex Lynn, Amari, they were finishing for us. We were just trying to make a simple play, and like I said, we just kept running those same plays over and over again, and it was working.
Before you take it from somebody when they're walking the dog?
Yeah, just trying to mess around with them. I'm probably thinking I wasn't going to come all the way up, and like you said, try to sneak up and just catch them slipping in.
But had you ever done that before?
Yeah, I've done it here and there. I've also seen players actually run up there and jump and dive on it, but I didn't think I had to do that. But I'm happy I got a good hand on it. That was a big steal for us and helped us win this game.
Coach said you did a show or something yesterday where they labeled you like the drip god or something like that?
On the starters, yeah, I did that yesterday, and they asked me, was I the drip god of the Hawks? Random question, and I agreed, yes.
I'm not surprised we played very well against them. Tonight shots were just falling, and when you see the ball go in like we did tonight, I think it just keeps rolling. And they're one of the top defensive teams in the league, so even with that being said, we shot pretty well tonight.
How can you build on this?
Just continue to come out with the same effort and energy. We've been playing really well as of late, and we've got to continue to grow. We're a very young team, so just continue to build on the things you do good, and then learn from the things that we are doing poorly.
How long did it take you? Coach said the fact that they switched on the pick and rolls was kind of what freed you guys up because you ended up winning mismatches.
Yeah.
How long did it take you guys to get a good feel for what they were doing and how to attack it?
Yeah, they switched up a little bit in the first half to the second half. They didn't really switch with Steven until late in the second half, and we noticed that pretty quickly and wanted to either get a guard on the big or get the big on the small rolling. So our big made a terrific play. JC, A-Lynn did a really good job tonight, and so they just made plays.
Does it mean a little bit more to beat your hometown team?
What's up,
Just a little.
Yeah, it feels good. I wish you could have got a win back home. But at the same time, we're just thankful to get a win here. Thankful to get any type of win here in this league. They've been playing really well. They're one of the top teams in the West and in our league. So to get a win against a really good team, I think it was special for us.
Did you have favorite?
Obviously, talking about talent a lot lately.
All right. We talked at halftime just about the energy level, and it never seemed to go away. How did you guys do that for the entire game?
We like that home court advantage. I think we came out tonight and we hit them first. I think when we played those top tier teams, so OKC, they came out and hit us first, and we knew that if we wanted a chance to win the game, we had to come out and just play with a lot of energy, and we did that tonight.
How would you rank this win, just based on this season and what you guys have been able to do? And I know Coach Pierce mentioned Philly was special, but this one in particular, where does this fall?
Yeah, I really like this win because we were really, really shorthanded on top of that, and I think everybody did a good job of stepping up and playing their role and doing it well, and it got us a win against a really good team tonight. So it just shows us, what sticking to coach's plan and sticking to, our roles as individuals can do for a team.
How were you and really the rest of your teammates, but specifically the bigs, able to exploit their defense in the paint?
Just knowing the scouting report, coaches told us that keep our hands ready in the guards to look for the ball. They switch a lot, so we know it's going to be emphasis on trying to get the ball down low and capitalizing on those easy switches and really playing to our strength in the pick and roll. I think we did both tonight.
And Trae, your teammate, had a fantastic game as well. Another double-double for him. And for him to be able to do that against the team he grew up cheering for, that's got to be pretty special to see your teammate succeed like that.
Yeah, they're just playing some really good basketball right now. For him to come out and play the way he did, the way they were pressuring him all game, for him to be as calm and cool and collected as he was, shows his growth early in the year, early in his career, and I like where it's going. So shouts out to Trae.
Take me to the end of the game where you guys really did have to kind of fight